Hello Aries, this is your end of November bonus video. Thank you for the high views, second week in a row. But I lost my voice this past week, so sorry for the delay. We are just going to get started for you, Gemini and Pisces, with more videos coming later this weekend or early next week. So let's see what we've got. I'm using the general Thoth deck today, just situational read, once again as a bonus. So let me know how it sounds. I moved my microphone because people complain about the sound a lot. And I didn't think there was much I could do. And then I realized very simplest thing I could do. So a couple things to note as we start this reading. I restarted this video a few times. And sometimes when I start my videos for the day, I might retry it 1 or 2 times. But just now I did it like 4 or 5 times. And I don't know why. And I also thought of the song, I'll Cover You from Rent, the musical. And when I was shuffling during all those takes and thinking of this song, 1111, I saw the Two of Cups. So I have a feeling, Aries, that part of the reason y'all are so high in the view count these past couple of weeks is that you might be falling in love. And you are trying to tell someone that is what I'm getting. And that's why so many of you are like obsessing about videos. You probably watch a lot of love readings. I am using my love deck this week, so you're in luck. But I'm going to save that for when we do everyone's. This is just a bonus. So I'm seeing a lot here, but I'm getting a huge sense of love for you. Yeah, lust right here. So it could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Could be just like a physical obsession or attraction that's maybe getting a little bit deeper. Yeah, Two of Cups. Told you. So maybe you've been seeing someone for a while, Knight of Wands. It's very passionate. You might also be the Knight of Wands and putting a lot of passion into it. But something seems to be getting serious and you are trying to find the right words to say it. So if you've never seen Rent, you could maybe watch it. It's always been one of my favorite musicals because the music is great. And the characters are awesome for the most part. And that song, I'll Cover You. If you don't know, it's very cute, you know. Live in my house, I'll be your shelter. Just pay me back with 1,000 kisses. Be my lover, I'll cover you. You can tell I haven't got my voice all the way back yet. And I got one card on the floor for you. Yeah. Open your doors, I'll be your tenant. Don't got much baggage to lay at your feet. But sweet kisses I've got to spare. I'll be there and I'm losing my voice singing that, but you get it. I'll cover you, okay? So I'm feeling like the lyrics very prominent. I think they meant it when they said you can't buy love. I know you can rent it, and at least you are my love. It just feels like the 333 when I look at the clock. I think Aries is falling in love. And it's funny because whenever Aries approach me about love readings and like love advice in general, I always remind Aries how many Aries end up in becoming extremely independent or just kind of sticking with themselves and going solo. I don't think Aries is single because they have to be. I think it's a choice. A lot of Aries choose to spend their time alone or casually seeing people, and I notice it even with age doesn't seem to change for a lot of Aries. So this might feel like really unfamiliar territory for you, and that's again why y'all are so obsessed with the tarot readings, and that's why I had to keep starting the video over, and that's why even now I can't stop smiling. I barely want to look at the camera. I feel like, you know, it's Aries right now. It's y'all are falling in love. So you gotta let it ride. And I think this reading is going to be more about all the other stuff going on in life and not just your love life. But again, I'm going to use the pink deck this week. So the next videos I put out will be love readings. We have the 9 of Wands here. Strength. I don't even feel like these cards are relevant to you. I feel like it's that energy of love and the frequency of love so much that I know a lot of you are going to go look for a love reading or just wait for the next videos right there. I can just tell. I can just tell. Nine of Wands is strength. So with strength comes resilience. So if you're feeling like you need a break, it's probably because you do. If you have to be strong, then there are things that are opposing your forces in life. But Four of Discs, power, you're seated in a position of power, whether that's like physically at work or financially, or if it's just having the things that you value in life. We have the Seven of Cups here. That's very contrasting energies. All three of these seem to be three separate issues right now. But 2 out of 3 are looking okay, whereas this last one is not. The debauch card is not a good one to get because it's either an indication of potentially excessive drinking, possible cheating, but either way, it's what you're doing in excess, and somebody's likely to get crossed. So you have to be very wary about this card. If you've been drinking a lot, Aries, it's time that you quit. Period. There was really no other conversation about that. Prince of Swords. You don't want to. You are trying to cut some stuff off. You're trying to focus on the wrong things, because if you were focusing on the right things, this would have been the Princess of Swords, at least. Or the Queen. Maybe even the King. I feel like I just got very thirsty, too. Yeah, see, that's a drinking thing, Aries. Replace it with water if you have to. Here's advice that is not professional or the best advice or going to be a full-time solution. But every time you think about alcohol or liquor or whatever it is that you drink, that you need to quit drinking, okay, take a sip of water. Take a sip of water until you start craving water. Okay, that's my advice for you. It was 707 on there, and I was holding the 7, so that's going to be your luck right now. You can do this. You are brave, right? And you're in love. You don't need substances. You have love. Okay. There's some stuff blocking you from whatever situation is actually going down right now. So let's just see what it is. It could be a pregnancy. It could be a child. It could be your old and tired perspective. 3 of Cups, abundance. That's great to see. We already got the 2 of Cups somewhere in there. Remember, we saw that one. So you're blocking your abundance right now. Success is right around the corner. I don't know why it's not here. Why is this preventing you from this situation? But what's odd is that you have the 7 of discs in the upright and the 6 of discs in your blockages. So I don't really know what you're doing there. Oh, Knight of Swords. Being a little too combative, maybe. Being a little too combative. That's like when I said, hey, y'all should quit drinking, and the Prince of Swords was the next card. Y'all already saying, I don't need to. Well, maybe it's for health reasons, maybe it's for financial reasons, maybe it's both, maybe it's neither. But you need to. So, or everything's going to fall apart around you. Even if you don't. Even if you think, oh, I got this. I'm cool. It doesn't matter. It does matter. It's about the resolve. It's not about you. It's about the resolve. Your practice, your dedication. If you want this new love, I'll cover you vibe, right? If you want to stay in the frequency of love, what are you willing to give up for it? Hate? Because alcohol is poison and therefore an act of hatred against yourself. So, yes, that's intense and serious. But y'all clearly wanted to hear it if you keep coming back. This is the most real one you've gotten in a minute because it's so lovey-dovey. But what's this? You're not even paying attention to your money right now, Aries. What are you doing? You got your head on cloud 9. You kind of need to come down for a second and realize you actually have a bunch of shit going on. It's not all hard eyes and other things, right? Eggplant emoji and peaches. No. You've got real life stuff going on. But everything does work out. Everything's working out. And you're seeing that and you're hearing it. Y'all stuck to the video if nobody else did. The priestess. You already know. Okay, you're letting things work out, and you know that you need to make some changes, even if you don't want to make them. Okay, change right there. You know those changes are going to be made, whether you like them or not. Disappointment? Oh well, keep going, because at least you don't have an empty cup. Prince of Wands, that's a little bit of regression because we already got the Knight of Wands at the beginning of the reading. I feel like I'm getting choked up again. It's strange because, like I said, I did lose my voice like this past week, but it's been back for a few days, and I have been talking, just not doing videos or streaming, right? But this is the most that I have felt like my voice was still gone in, I don't know, maybe 3 days. So again, I think y'all have a lot to get off your chest, and I think there's some emotions that you need to like work on or release or both, because this is the fuckboy card, but you already got the Knight of Wands, so we can't have the same card twice. So I do feel like it is a little bit more of a representation, but should you not make these changes, you're going to be stuck in the immature energy. However, I do feel like this is just a sign of your emotional journey more than it is the fuckboy card. We have more blockages here though. So what else is in your way? You're faking it. I don't know what you're faking. But something, maybe it's probably your confidence. It's something about you because we have the Knight of Swords here. Cruelty, that's the self-inflicted wound. Sometimes it's hardcore. Maybe you're dealing with something more than alcohol. And I'm using alcohol as a nice, friendly, accessible, example. But for you, I think you could even be dealing with something a bit more. This is also the Capricorn card. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but the devil is a lack of self-control and a dick, if you didn't notice, as well as, possessiveness and vices, addiction, so it's underneath the surface, you are definitely deep into something. So if you were thinking, I don't need to quit alcohol, I need to quit this other thing, this is confirming, yeah, you do need to quit that other thing. Sorry if I said alcohol and that wasn't the thing. It could even be spending, gambling, actual self-mutilation, like a wound, but it's self-inflicted, right? You were risking the Ten of Swords when life around you falls apart, but actually under the surface, you are falling apart. So that will change with these changes that you're making. There's another big change card, Death, which is also Scorpio if you're dealing with a Scorpio. Your transformation is afoot. You just have to implement the things that you need to do in order to get them, because we went from the Seven of Discs to the Wheel of Fortune. If you were low, you're going high. You're about to be on your upturn. But what is that going to look like to you? Because sometimes your highs are when you're partying and having a good time and spending your money and balling. That's great, Aries. But right now, you're looking at love and romance and life and all this other stuff, this new journey that you're going down. So your idea of a high also has to change. Your perception of what is good is different. The Empress is here, so you could also be dealing with a Taurus, but very grounded. And I feel like this would be the counterpart, Aries, because you are a masculine element being fire, and you are already represented by the Knight of Wands, and you, Aries, are the Emperor in Tarot. So this would be your counterpart. You're going on a new journey with this person. I just got like a little ring in my ear when I said that. Make sure the bag is secure. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your money, because that seems to be on a roller coaster and you're not even paying attention. You didn't even come here for a money reading. You came here for a love reading, even though love's coming up aces. You need to make sure everything else is aces, okay? And we have the Six of Cups, pleasure. So if you're dealing with a feminine, could be water or earth sign, or someone who was assigned female at birth, presents femme, whatever it is. This is about your feminine right now, this era. Or the situation in love is about pleasing them and them finding pleasure in things. Right now, you need to be focused on money and work and all the practical things to be able to have this journey that you're going on. Last blockages, the moon could be a Pisces, and Seven of Cups, satiety. You have some really strange cards, really kind of extremes and back and forths, and every time I look at the clock, for this reading, I was going to say tonight, but this is the first one I'm doing. I keep seeing angel numbers. It was just 1444 on there. So things are aligning. You just don't let what you wanted. Okay. The moon represents like sort of like your best case scenario in your darkest possible times. Being guided by moonlight, right? But satiety is having everything you want and more, all that in a bag of chips, right? Find like top above happiness. And these are your blockages, what needs to come to surface. Do not let what you wanted when you were down become everything that you get while you're up. That is a reminder for you personally, Aries. And your future card was kind of on its side when it fell. I was like, oh, I'm facing it this way. So in the, you're going to have to decide if this is the one. Wow. Oh my God, are my eyebrows really this uneven? Do you see that? Were y'all thinking it the whole time? Got 15 minutes into this video. Debating on whether or not this is the love of your life. And it's ironic because it's the masculine and feminine, right? I feel like that's this. Okay. You will have to decide if this is everything to you, yeah? And how much you're willing to give up, how much you can change, how much adjusting you'll be doing for this person that you are currently feeling these loving feelings for. So I think it was a pretty good reading. That was pretty cutthroat. I'm not gonna lie to you, Aries. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, it's like, is it a union that you want? It's what you're gonna have to decide. So not bad, and congrats, I guess, whatever y'all are doing. So thank you once again for all the high views. We'll be doing love readings this week, so stay tuned. You can catch me on Twitch when I'm not on YouTube at Illy Everything. Like, comment, subscribe, share, watch again. Thanks, and I love you.